Says we are live.
Yay. Hi, everyone. I'm Sable. You're here with Shakti as well. We'll wait another minute or so while everyone jumps on. We've posted the links in all of our team pages and our coaching pages.
And so the event should be live. You posted it in the Facebook group?
Let me double check.
I can go ahead and share it there if you want me to.
I'm on it.
You're on it. Great.
That is.
We are sharing the link across where we promised you were going to share the link. So as you're hopping on, I'm going to be, right now, I'm going to post in the chat box so you guys know that we're here. Hi, let us know you're here. And then when we're going through the slides, we won't actually be able to see the chat box. So as soon as we're done with the slides, I'm going to go through the chat box and answer any questions that are in the box. But in presentation mode, we can't see it. So I just want to let you guys know that, because if I flip back and forth to try and see your comments, then it's going to take away from the slides that we want to share with you guys, and we want you guys to be able to see everything that we're sharing. So,
okay, it's been shared everywhere.
Excellent. We are so excited. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start because it's 9. And I want to honor everybody's time. So you can go ahead and start whenever you want.
All right, so I just wanted to start the call off by giving a little bit of background about myself, what I do, why I turned to Beachbody, and all of the great things that it's offered me. So I just turned 30 in November. Shout out to all of my dirty 30-years. But after college, I left the education field with a degree in nothing that I do, and hit the ground running in the hospitality and event industry. So I wanted to plan events, plan weddings, and work that different market. It's high stress, high volume, high intensity, a lot of problem solving, a lot of moving parts and pieces, but I love problem solving. Leaving school and jumping into that career, I worked multiple part-time jobs until I could get my foot in the door. Once I got my foot in the door, I moved up pretty quickly. So now I'm the general manager for 2 event facilities, a convention center and a historic wedding venue. And with that comes a lot of stress and anxiety. My forms of stress relief were stress eating. So I would binge eat, I would overeat. I enjoyed carbs, salty foods, definitely wasn't, I guess I was a sweet eater. If you're a binger, you kind of eat everything. But I was making really poor choices when it came to my health and nutrition. And even more importantly than just my health and nutrition was the fact that I am such a giver that I would put everyone else's needs before my own, and my self-care was non-existent. And one of the turning points for me was Christmas Eve, where I had an anxiety attack. I was running late to a family get-together. I was in charge of too many things. I was pretty much cooking the whole meal for everyone and transporting it like 45 minutes away. And I had a meltdown. I lost it. And over nothing. So at that point, I knew something had to change. My husband recommended that I sign up for kickboxing. He was a big advocate of getting my aggression and stress out physically, and he recommended I sign up for some fitness classes. They were great. They were amazing, and it did help when it came to my stress and anxiety. But what I was missing with those classes was the nutritional support. I wasn't getting that. I was working out at the gym about 4 times a week, anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours. kickboxing, physical training, and yoga classes. So a great combination of physical work, but I didn't have the community. You know, if you didn't show up for class, no one really asked where you were, why you weren't there. They didn't keep you accountable because you paid your dues, and you know that's what mattered to them. And they didn't support you when it came to, hey, I'm doing all this physical work, but I'm not losing any weight. I'm not, you know, my body isn't changing. I'm still struggling. So I quit. I left that experience, but still not satisfied with my health and wellness. Enter Shakti and Beachbody. She was a coach for a few months before I was. She had gone through, I think, probably 2 programs before she recommended it to myself. Like all of you, I followed her journey on social media. We were actually longtime friends. We met in college. So big advocate of hers. She would call me all the time to tell me all these great things. And so I was like, you know, what the hell? I'm going to sign up for a program. And I did. I signed up and I was like, online, what am I, you know, if I couldn't get the support I needed from a gym that I attended 5 times a week, how, you know, was this really going to work for me? But I figured it was worth a shot because I was out of options. And signed up. I did 21 Day Fix as my first program. Which was amazing because it was everything that I had been missing, right? You get your portion containers, you get a nutritional guide, you still get to eat what you want, but you get to better balance it. So perfect start to Beachbody life. Lost some weight, lost the inches, stayed motivated. I did 21 days on my own, right? On my own, really, but with an online support community. You know, no one else was in the gym with me. No one else was in my living room with me. The only people that cared if I showed up was my online new family of other people struggling, going through the same thing. So it really just gave me the platform and support that I needed. Other individuals struggling, loving each other, going through the same thing, and this perspective of self-care that I had been missing before. So giving everything I had to everyone else and not ever taking the time for myself to reflect, to relax, that was like non-existent in my world. So to be in a community that really advocated for that really changed my outlook. After my first round of programs, shortly thereafter, Beachbody On Demand was available. So I was like, great, now I can try all the programs. Signed up, and I was a discount coach for about a year before I started really showcasing all of the things that Beachbody was doing for me. And really, I think it's easy to be a discount coach for the things that you'll hear later, you know, that you get as benefits. But it's hard to not be an active selling coach when you're having great results. Yep. And that's what kind of pushed me into more of the coach that you see now on my social pages and talking to people and being more open about my struggles when it came to my emotional eating, my stress, my anxiety, all of those things. So kind of a quick overview, probably a longer overview than I thought it would be about myself. But I still live a high stress job, 40 hours or more a week. I commute to that job 45 minutes each way. And I still manage to make time for this this new career, this new endeavor, as well as support my online community, be an active participant with them, and continue my self-worth, my self-growth, and my wellness journey.
I love your story, and I'm so proud of you. You totally rock the shit out of your health journey, and it's amazing. It's really impressive. It just goes to show, like, we're all busy, you know, we're all busy. We all have busy lives, but when something really, really matters to you, you make time for it. And Sable's a perfect example of that. She never made an excuse like, I'm too busy, my job's too demanding. No, she just does it. She wakes up earlier, she stays up later, whatever she has to do to get her stuff in. And it's so impressive, and it's such a testimony to what's possible when you're willing to commit to something. You know, she really went all in. So, hi everyone, my name is Shakti. I am shy of 2 years of being a Beachbody coach. April will be my 2nd year anniversary. My story is quite different than Sable's. I left college and I'm a massage therapist. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm also an ordained minister. I've traveled the world of holistic healing and self-awareness, and I'm very much, I'm an intuitive. I do readings as well. I have a long list of things that I do in the world of healing. And something that I have really personally struggled with my whole life was body image dysmorphia and emotional eating. And I didn't really get a handle on how heavy that was for me until I became a coach. And I became a coach 4 months postpartum with my son. And it was the darkest era of depression and anxiety I had ever experienced up to date in my life. My pregnancy was wonderful. Everything was great up until I had him. And then it was like anxiety pummeled me every single day that that little boy was here on earth with me. And to be honest with you, I can't even remember my first 5 months with my son, which is really heartbreaking to me. Because I love him so much now and I enjoy him so much now, and I miss that. And it was because my anxiety was so bad. I was determined, though, not to be on medication. Not that there's anything wrong with medication. I just didn't feel like that was a good fit for me. And so I began to look for where I could plug in and what could I do that I knew would help me feel better. And something I know always helps me feel better is moving my body. I know that moving my body works for me. So I reached out to a friend of mine who had been doing, she was a coach and she had been doing programs for a while. I'd known her for a long time. I had seen her transformation myself for 2 years. I've been watching her journey. And I was like, you know, she can probably help me, because at the time too, on top of the fact that I had a lot of anxiety and I was depressed, I had become agoraphobic. So part of my anxiety was I was anxious about leaving my house with my son. So I had agoraphobia, like I didn't want to be in open public spaces with my kid, which meant there was no way in hell I was going to go work out at a gym. And also I was having tension about going back to work. So I was looking for all these online jobs to do, and they were all like really boring and terrible. And when my friend was like, hey, you know what? I can help you get into fitness. I can help you with your nutrition, and you can make some money from home. I was like, sold. I didn't even really think about it. As soon as it was presented to me at that time, I jumped in and I said yes. And I will tell you that within a week of being on the nutritional program and on Shakeology, which is a part of our nutritional program, I slept for the first time at night. And I hadn't done that in 4 months. And when I woke up the next day, I was a brand new person. And I knew that this was going to help me get where I needed to go. And almost 2 years later, I've lost 30 pounds, if not probably 32 at this point. I'm way below even my pre-pregnancy weight. I am fitter and healthier than I've ever been. I feel amazing. I'm way better mom at this point in my life, have so much more awareness of my patterns, and I don't have the level of anxiety or stress at all that I had when he was born. And I really owe that all to these products and this community. This community changed my life. The amount of support and comforting and attention that I've received being a part of this community was really life-changing. Financially, again, life-changing, and I'll get into that a little bit more when I talk about what's possible in the business. But that's a little bit of my story and where I came from as well. And now we're going to go ahead and share some slides with you. From now on, you're going to see the slides and you're going to hear us talking. And until the end, that's pretty much what you'll see. I don't see any questions or comments in the chat box, so I'm just going to go straight to sharing my screen. And then you tell me, Sable, if you can see it. It's going to look really weird for a second, and then you'll be able to see it.
We're in the really weird second. Okay.
Good?
Looks like we're good to go.
Yes?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right. So everyone that's on tonight, you're here to learn more about not just what Shakti and I do, but also what Beachbody can offer you. So we want to make sure that you can live your healthiest and most prosperous life. So what is Team Mehta movement? What does it mean? What is our mission and our vision? We're here to raise awareness, mindfulness, and self-love in our communities through high-value service, products, and experiences that empower and increase our health, wealth, and happiness. So like Shakti and myself, everyone on our team, we have different backgrounds, but we're all here for the same thing, to better ourselves and better all of those around us.
And I want to speak to the team name. I named the team Mehta Movement because Mehta is a derivative of a Sanskrit word that means unconditional positive regard. And for me, my vision for this team and for any coach who came onto this team was that we would work diligently to have that unconditional positive regard for ourselves, and that we would help other people develop that for themselves through the work that we did with them. That's where the name was born. So I'm going to speak to the timeline of Beachbody. So this is really important because this company was actually founded in 1998. And it was founded strictly as a fitness company. So unlike a lot of online companies who are structured like we are, where they sort of decide they want to have a compensation element and then they look for a niche to build a business around, we did not do that. Beachbody was founded only as a fitness company. We used to be a strictly DVD company. We had infomercials you could watch at night, P90X, Insanity. We produced those amazing programs. And people would just go to the website and buy the physical programs. And then in 2007, the coaching network, which is our job, what Sable and I do, was born. So why did that actually happen? So here's a timeline of Beachbody. And since then, it ends at 2014 and we're at 2018. We've launched so many more amazing programs since then. But we really started with some, Slim and 6, P90, Power 90, Turbo Jam, all really well-known programs, and people were getting really good results. And what ended up happening, this was an era before really social media was what it is now. People were on these message boards in the forums of the website, and customers who had gotten really great results were sort of mentoring new customers. They were referring a ton of people to Beachbody, having them buy these programs. They were hosting house parties, house workout parties, block workout parties in their neighborhoods, and they were mentoring them for free through these message boards. And Beachbody caught wind of that, and they realized, wait a minute, these people are sending us massive amounts of money, and they're doing all these events, and they're mentoring people, and they're doing it for free. What if we created a compensation element where these people could actually receive financial compensation for doing the work they're already doing anyways, as a thank you for the time and the effort they're putting into this. So this is how the Coach Network was actually developed. This is how it was born.
So what is Beachbody's mission? Beachbody's mission is simple. It is to end the trend surrounding the health crisis. So the health crisis affects many people on varying levels. And for our CEO, it was obesity, and really ending the trend surrounding nutrition and a healthy lifestyle. So people are dying of preventable diseases. There is a sedentary lifestyle that is prevalent in America, and it leads to depression, anxiety, stress, similar things that we've both described already on the call. Nutrition education, it's affecting our children, especially in school, and what their future looks like with their health and wellness. It's often us having limited resources as well as being able to create and maintain a healthy lifestyle. So Beachbody wants to step in and fill that void, make being healthy easy, accessible, and nutrition the same platform, healthy and accessible.
So this is sort of what Sable had just mentioned, but broken down a little bit more about what makes these products truly unique. What makes Beachbody truly unique? It's convenient, can be done from anywhere. Now we're not even DVD based, we're now online stream based. The nutrition is super, super simple, very easy to follow, very well explained. Connected peer support once you become a Team Beachbody coach. Not only do you have your coach team that is going to support you in the business aspect, but you're also going to realize that what we do for other people is we put them in a fitness support community that allows them to make sure they're staying accountable to their goals. And the company offers massive rewards. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are given away to people who submit their results to Beachbody. And of course, everybody who submits results for a program gets a free t-shirt, but you also can have a chance to win a ton of money depending on your results. And they do this amazing competition within the company every year. And they really incentivize you going in and committing, which I love. And of course, Shakeology, which is a staple of our nutritional program, it's a superfood supplement that was created by 2 holistic nutritionists within the company, and it's designed to enhance every organ system in the body. It's very unique to anything I've seen on the market. I've tried every single vegan supplement there is possible. There is a vegan and non-vegan formula for this product. And I used to buy a ton of maca and goji and ashwagandha and everything they add that was missing from my shakes. And when I found something that had all of these amazing herbs in it that could give me like this flood of medicine is what it is, like medicinal property herbs, once in my day, it completely changed my body. I mean, from the energy level to how I was sleeping, to how I was metabolizing sugar, to my cravings. It was dramatic how much my body changed. It's all fair trade. All of the farms that we have a relationship where we harvest our plants are fair trade, and they are ours. So we monitor them to make sure they're not being sprayed with chemicals. There's no additives, no artificial sweeteners, no soy. And the standard was so high for developing this product that when they were going to launch the vanilla flavor, which they knew was going to be the most popular one of all, they actually held off on launching it until the vanilla that they required to make this product reached a higher standard of integrity, higher standard of flavor, higher standard of production, so that they could put the very best ingredient into the product and thereby delaying profit, which they knew they were going to make a lot from that particular flavor of Shakeology. So what exactly is a coach? A coach doesn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You can be. On our team, we have personal trainers, we have holistic nutritionists, we have herbalists, we have massage therapists, we have yoga instructors. We have people from all walks of life, and we also have executives like Sable, and we have people who didn't even begin their fitness or nutrition story until now as an adult when they realized how important that was for them. You don't already have to be at your goals. People think that perfection is what inspires other people, but that's actually really untrue. What inspires other people is you being on your journey, and you'll learn more about that in training and as we talk more with you as a team. You don't have to be an experienced salesperson. This is not about being a salesperson. This is something that people have a really strong misconception about. And when I tell people I'm really successful at this business, they're like, you must be a really successful salesperson. I'm like, I'm really not. What I'm really successful at is being honest and sharing a story and doing the work. My results speak for themselves. If you are willing to do the work, your results will speak for themselves. A coach should be someone who wants to connect with other people and share their story, and has a goal that they deeply want to achieve. Someone who's committed to being proof that the products work. They're committed to their health and fitness journey. They're willing to go in and really take care of themselves first and foremost. And there's someone who always wants to improve and develop. Someone who is really eager to grow as a person and to see how far they can go. And what we do as coaches, our job actually boils down to 3 basic things. We take care of our own health, and there's a reason that's number 1, because it is number 1. It all starts with you. If you're not taking care of you, then you just can't help other people. You can't set that example. So taking care of your own health is the first thing we all do, always. The second thing is we host monthly accountability groups for others to take care of their health. So this is all something you're going to learn about when you do your training and you go through all this, but the company has a really cool app that they created themselves that serves as like a virtual hub for people to plug in and check. It helps them log in their progress photos. It helps them log in their measurements, their weight, track all of their Shakeology, track their workouts, track meals. It's really comprehensive, and it's really easy to put people into this group and then check in with them as a coach. It makes it really easy for them to have this daily place to plug into, and it makes it easy for you to hold space for them. And the third thing we do is help others pay it forward. So like Sable and I shared, this opportunity really changed our lives on so many levels. And our goal and our vision with hosting a webinar like this for you guys is that if you are out there watching this saying, gosh, this really sounds great, it really sounds like this could change my life, then we want to help you do the same thing that we did. We want to help you get where we are because we know how much that changed our lives. So the third part of this business is really helping those who are ready, who want to do this, who want to kind of take off and not only get into the best shape of their lives, but they want to also receive that financial compensation. Maybe they want to do it part-time or full-time. We'll talk about more about that in a second. Doesn't matter what you want to do with it. Just a desire to want to do something with it is really what we're here to help provide for other people.
All right. So what are some of the benefits of this opportunity? You get to set your own hours. You can focus part-time or full-time. So for instance, I still work a full-time job and I do this part-time in small pockets of time throughout in the morning and the evening. You can work the coaching business online or in person. I do a hybrid of that. I think that's probably true for a lot of coaches because people, as they see you in your daily life, evolve and change and have more energy and lose the weight and be happier. They tend to ask you, they want to know what you're doing. So it is a hybrid of you get to share your passion and attract your people. So like I said, Team Mehta movement is filled with people from all over the place, different backgrounds. Some I've met in person, some I haven't. But you get to grow your team based on what you're looking for and people that just drive and really get along with you. I have a whole team of great friends that I can't wait to meet up with and hang out in person. With that, you have a community of support and mentoring. So not only do you have other coaches, you'll have challengers that are going to look for you. You get to participate in not just our team page, but our uplines team pages. We like to host events across the group. So every coach can participate and add challengers to the team's events. You also get to build your brand. And so this business around like, so for me, I'm really focused on time management and efficiency. So my coaches help. That's something that I'm passionate, motivated for. Others are holistic nutritionists. So we get questions. Some of the actual rewards of coaching, you do get a 25% discount on all the products. I started with you get commissions on everything you sell to others. There's bonuses for team growth. So unlike a pyramid marketing business, here we do a lot of bonuses and advances based on what your entire team does. There are trips, great trips throughout the year based on the success that you hit, and also recognition. Recognition is vital. Behavior, non-scale victories, consistency, really just positive reinforcement. Also, learning and personal development. I spoke a lot about self-care. This is one of our vital behaviors. So what better reward than money, a community, enhancing your well-being.
I want to speak to that really quick. First of all, you're cutting out a little bit, so it's a little bit hard to hear you. So the bonuses for team growth, this is really special because getting a discount, cool, and getting commissions, also cool. But what I love so much about the structure of our compensation plan is how we get recognized for leadership. So as our team is looked at like, wow, okay, let's say Suzanne's team is looking really well. Her coaches are doing well. They're growing their customer bases. They're growing their coach base. So Suzanne's going to receive a bonus from the company for leadership. So nobody is making commissions off of other people. That's not how this business works. A lot of online businesses are structured like that. And that's something that really drew me into this company, is the level of integrity that they have with their compensation plan was really, really high. And that was really important for me. So everybody has an equal earning potential in this business. There's no level or hierarchy, like because you're here, you earn more and you'll never match up to that person. That's not how this business works. And of course, you'll learn so much more about this as your training goes on. Speaking of trips, I will be in Mexico this April, which is really exciting for earning a trip to the Riviera Maya. So I will be there documenting this real time, and you guys will get to see that. And for learning and personal development, when you hit certain milestones in this business, the company actually gives you gifts. And one of the gifts that we get are webinars with really leading edge visionaries and entrepreneurs. Like the one that we just had this past month was an interview with Mel Robbins. And Mel Robbins actually sat down with an executive at Beachbody and spoke directly to our business and how we could apply her famous 5-second rule to our business. And she gave us then a free training for all the coaches that were on. She then gave us a link to another free training of hers. So we get to hear from people like Brian Tracy and Mel Robbins, and who else? John Maxwell as well has been interviewed. These are really leading edge people in business and finance and just leadership. And so it's amazing that they put that much effort into giving us this training and this kind of support as a reward for a job well done. They put so much emphasis on developing you as a leader, which I think is really important. Okay, so what to expect from our team. I have a team call every single week. So when you join Mehta will have a team call every Wednesday night at 9. They are recorded and we upload them into the team page, and we always cover a business topic. So the point of these are to develop you on a business level. There's also many other teams that you get to listen in on calls and receive free training from, which is amazing that you have all this wealth of knowledge from coaches who have been in the business for a super long time that you get to have access to. We have monthly team challenges just to keep things interesting and to kind of like challenge ourselves to step out of our comfort zone, which is really nice. We get marketing and branding training. We get leadership training. You have your own team page to check in with, and you get a lot of recognition and support for your journey. So there's the community aspect of this business, if you haven't noticed, is perhaps the strongest thing that we have and something I'm really grateful for. Here I wanted to include a couple snapshots of income potential. And these are really amazing, amazing stories of people who have done incredible things with income. And I wanted to share my own because this past week, I earned in a week what I had been earning in a month just 4 or 5 months ago. And that's really mind-blowing when to realize the true potential of this business and how it's changed my life. Like, you know, a car payment and my portion of a mortgage payment and was all covered by a week's worth of a paycheck. And that's something that I would have never imagined would have been possible for me at a job, even being really well-paid therapist like I am. And it's given me so much appreciation. When I started as a coach, all I really wanted was like $50 to like buy diapers, you know, like that was really like a goal of mine. And to see where that income progression has gone and to see, you know, not even 2 years in, how much I've been able to do out of my own effort. And that's the other beautiful thing about this business. It's your business. So whatever you put in, you're going to get out of it. There's no cap on you. There's no ceiling on you. There's no limit for you. This is literally limitless. And of course, I have a Beachbody disclaimer down here that there's no guarantee of success or income. It's literally based on your own effort and your own performance. But that being said, if you are willing to put in the time to learn the business and to love the business and to take care of yourself and take care of it, you are literally limitless. There's nothing you cannot accomplish with this business, which I think is such a beautiful assurance. So really, that is it. Like this is it. This is the end of what we've got to share as far as like what it is that we do. We've covered everything, which is really quite simple. There's 3 ways to join as a coach, actually. So if you're watching this presentation and you're like, I love this, I want to rock and roll, how do I do this? There's 3 ways. And if you're, first of all, if you're active duty or your spouse is active duty, then you get to enroll for free, which is really cool. So if that is the case, make sure you contact the coach that invited you to watch this webinar, so that you can ask them how to go about that. The best way that you can enroll as a coach to save money and also get the most is what we all did. Sable did it and I did it, and most people do this, is to join with what we call a challenge pack or a fitness pack. So what this pack is going to do is it's basically going to give you all the product for you to try, and it's going to waive your enrollment fee. So you get the business for free is basically what this is going to do. That'll save you about $50 to $80. It's going to give you 12 months of your fitness library. Think like Netflix for fitness. You have it for a full year, and it's going to give you your very first shipment of Shakeology to your door. Also, this includes the portion fix container system, which is our nutrition guide, the eating guidebook, which is going to break down exactly what that is. So you literally get everything a client would receive, except you also get a business with it. And the second way to enroll is to just pay $39.95, which is a coach enrollment fee. You don't get any product with this enrollment, but you then buy your Shakeology on Home Direct for 25% off with your discount to get you to active status as a coach. But that's pretty much the three basic ways. I'm going to shrink my screen right now. I'm going to try and shrink my screen right now. Do you have any questions? Can you see, Sable, if there's any questions in the...
I can see the group chat, but I do not see.
Okay. All right. So other than this, selecting...
If anyone has questions,
You're cutting in and out, so I can't really hear you. Other than this, this is everything you receive with your business as well. So there's an ongoing business fee of $15.95, and the $15.95 basically covers your office. You get your own online office, which tracks your commissions, your customers, your orders, your customers' orders, and your team and their progress. You get your own websites in multiple languages. I think now we have English, Spanish, and French. You also get media promo and brand awareness. You get a whole bunch of training given to you from the company. You get your own business email as well. You get product warehousing. We don't carry any of our own product. Our Shakeology or anything else gets shipped directly from warehouses to your customers. The company also takes care of customer service for you, so you are not responsible for customer service. They do tech support for you. They do a ton of marketing for you. They have an amazing community for business support for coach relations, and they're constantly giving you a ton of training, like I mentioned. There's no contracts, there's no minimums. The $15.95 is just a business fee that covers all of this. And it's also, again, this is a business, so you have deductions for tax purposes. So you can write off your business fee and you can write off your product. And we'll talk about more of that, of course, with training and all that. I always help my coaches get organized with this. But this is basically takes off your hands doing all this kind of background work, which is really tedious, and it puts you in a position where you can really focus on taking care of yourself and helping other people find solutions instead of having to deal with all of this stuff. So really in the next 24 hours, you can expect a message from the coach who invited you. We're going to want to know, what did you like the most about this presentation? You know, and does Team Beachbody feel like a good platform to help you achieve your goals? Because really, it's about that. If you have a goal, if you want to serve, if you have this dream to be of inspiration and a role model, and you're really into health and you're really into fitness and you're looking for a platform, this could very well be the thing that you've been waiting to help connect the dots for you. And if that is the case for you, then we want to make sure that we can set you up for success. So if you can, reach out to your coach right after this presentation, the coach that invited you, and ask them questions and connect with them and let them know what you really liked or what you're not sure of, and let them kind of take care of you and explore those questions with you. And if not, you can definitely expect to hear from them within the next 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. See if it worked. I'm going to go to YouTube and check and see. I don't see any questions in the chat box either on YouTube. So really this, it's really quite simple. I mean, our work is so straightforward and really so much fun. I mean, being a coach has brought a new level of enjoyment for not just taking care of myself, but for seeing other people thrive. And that's something that I really loved as a therapist, is I love to see people improve. I love other people to see them kind of surpass boundaries that they thought they had and do these like record-breaking things in their life, and then watch them be so proud of themselves. I love that feeling. I love seeing that in the team of coaches. I love seeing that with my clients. It's really rewarding. It's a super rewarding experience. And so this is why for me, Beachbody is just amazing. Plus, as we have shared, the products work. We are proof that the products work. And it's so much easier to get really good results when you have other people to do this with. It's so much easier when you have the community support. It's so much easier when you have the structure already laid out for you. It's just so much easier all the way around. So anything else you'd like to add, Sable, before we wrap up?
No, nothing really to add besides don't wait.
Yeah.
You know, if you think that this sounds like a great opportunity, don't wait a week, don't wait another month. Start it now, because it's just going to allow you to be a week or a month ahead of where you would be otherwise.
Yeah. And my only regret is not having done this 2 years before I did, when I was watching my friend have so much success and so much fun. I really wish I had. It would have set me up for my pregnancy in a completely different way, health-wise and financially than it did. You know, everything happens the way it's supposed to, of course, but that would be my only regret. So like Sable said, don't wait. If this really speaks to you, if it's something that's on your heart, it's there for a reason. And reach out to us and be real with us. You know, we're going to be honest with you. We're going to be authentic with you. We're going to answer your questions like real human beings. We're not in the business of selling you or pushing this on you, but we really want you to really feel the level of fulfillment that we feel now doing what we do. So again, thank you so much for hopping on and spending your evening with us, your precious time. We are so grateful. Have a fantastic rest of your night. And if you have any questions, please, you can comment below in the YouTube video or email one of us directly. You can reach me at Shakti, like my name, shakti.rios@gmail.com, or Sable at sable@gmail.com. So again, have a great night. We love you guys. Be well.